Yo, yo, yo. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I want to say peace and love. Appreciate everybody for joining us, stopping by, tuning in. Wherever it is that you're actually currently located, salute to you. Salute to you. I want to start this video off by saying I hope you guys enjoyed a couple days off. And took advantage on a couple days away from sports and spend some real quality time with the people that that are really really important to yourself, your family, and just some quality time. Period. If it was just some time to kick back and relax, whatever the case may be, but just as long as you took advantage of some quality time away from sports, right? Because as we know, oftentimes we could just be too preoccupied with life's everyday struggles, life's everyday responsibilities, and we actually forget to appreciate and take those who matter most to us, let them know, remind them, and just reassure them that they're always on your mind, right? So I say that to start this video off in a positive way. I also want to say to my people that do celebrate it, happy Ramadan to those of you that do celebrate that. I am aware that today is part of a religious holiday or a religious month, and so I do want to say to the people, I have a ton of people that support me and follow me, all throughout the world, and I definitely want to say, happy Ramadan to those people that do celebrate it and take part in that, right? Now, today's video is actually going to be really, really it's actually really, really unique, right? Because what I decided to do today was, as we all know, every month at the beginning of the month, we constantly have struggles with the Patreon platform, right? Oftentimes there's glitches. Oftentimes the content and stuff is not being given out. It's not being sent out. The Patreon platform itself oftentimes crashes, locks you out, denies you access. Just a whole bunch of stuff that goes on at the beginning of the month when it comes to this third-party platform that we use, right? Some of the dirty tricks, that they use occasionally to slow us down, to impact us or whatever the case may be. But what I decided to do today, as you guys know, every day is every day is different. Every day is very very individual to the one previous and the next. I have a life just like everybody else, and sometimes your responsibilities, the things that you got to get done, they kind of take you away from being able to actually being able to do the work, put the work out and stuff like that. So they are, it's prioritizing things and stuff like that. But for today, I was all over the place. I was traveling a lot. I'm getting a bunch of things in order that I needed to get in order as I'm getting ready to actually travel. And but what I decided to do today was still keep within the theme of consistently attacking the NBA. Right, the NBA continues to be the gift that continues to give, especially to myself and my community. Right now, if today wasn't if today wasn't an underdog, then I probably wouldn't have made this video, right? But as I've reminded you guys, and I will continue to repeat myself and promote this, but underdogs are some of the most accurate evidence that we can show as a part of this community, of the actual rigged sports that are going on, right? Because an underdog isn't the favorite, right? Underdogs are always plus money. Oftentimes, they're long shots, right? And in most cases, they're the team that's presumed not to be the winner, right? They're the underdog for a reason. Common sense and the average sports bettor, would decide that team probably doesn't have a very good chance of winning the game. But what it does for us in this community is it gives us yet another example of just exactly how these games continue to be scripted, right? Now, when you pair the fact of winning consistently with underdogs, right? Not huge money line favorites of -1, -200, -300 money lines. No. When you show on a consistent basis how underdogs continue to be successful and how consistent you are in picking underdogs, what it does is it creates more undeniable evidence of not only how gematria is the greatest tool ever introduced to a sports bettor, right? You pair that up with the numerical patterns that we show with the gematria, and it creates an irrefutable example on how these games are definitely 100% predetermined, scripted outcomes, right? So this is why we decided to make today's video. Because yet again, we have another underdog to add to the resume, to add to the belt, to add to the buckle, just to add to the huge plethora of underdogs in the history of my community and my Patreon platform, right? And yes, I'm 100% consistently making money from attacking these games using gematria. And I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to summarize it to you guys, right? But the reason why today is very, very important is because every single day you have a very vast amount of sports games, right? Right now we're in the MLB spring season, so we have those games going on. You have the NBA season going on. You have March Madness going on. You have the hockey season going on. So there's so many options that you have in games to bet, attack, whatever the case may be. But to choose an underdog and to consistently hit the underdogs, right? It makes our community and what we're doing, the work and the decodes, that much more important and unique to the overall agenda of why this community was put together in the first place. That's to wake people up, right? To show people using numbers how these games could be predicted way in advance, way before they're even played, right? And how beneficial and how you can make a financial gain from attacking these games using gematria correctly, right? Now anybody can put numbers into a calculator and be able to read those numbers, right? That's not a very difficult thing to do. But what is difficult is to choose the correct games, right? To support and promote consistent, solid riddles, right? To consistently win, to have a positive ROI, return on your investment, huge profit margins, profitable month after month, profitable week after week, profitable year after year. These are the things that are difficult to do on a consistent basis, right? And this is what we have done. And today was just another prime example of, I got up early, I was able to do some of the work, pretty much all of the work. But because of my, priorities and my responsibilities, I was out of the house for majority of the day, and I was not able to publish this content on the Patreon platform, right? I had a lot of issues signing into Patreon today. They were not working with me. I don't know what was going on with the platform, but occasionally this happens at the beginning of the month. But for whatever case may be, I still was able to attack these games the way I wanted to, right? And now today's video, I'm going to talk about my golden ticket for today, right? So after decoding the games, I decided that the Cleveland Cavaliers today were going to defeat the New York Knicks, right? And I decided to attack it in multiple different ways, and I'm going to show you guys, actual evidence of attacking these games. But I want to just reiterate that because of the fact that to me the Cleveland Cavaliers had one of the best riddles on the day. The Cleveland Cavaliers money line was a very integral part in every ticket that I made today. Right, every bet I placed today, the Cleveland Cavaliers money line was included in every single ticket. That's how much I love the Cleveland Cavaliers today. Um, and we decided to attack them multiple different ways. That specific game, right? And because we had a great price, the Cleveland Cavaliers were a 2 or 2.5 point underdog, so that put them right at about a plus 125, plus 135 money line underdog, depending on what book you use and where you lay your action. But it was a great price, right? So we included that in every single ticket we decided to do today, and thankfully, right, we were successful. And the reason why it's so important, and I've already stated this, is because it's another underdog. Now, if it had been a favorite, I probably wouldn't have even made this video. But the fact that it's another underdog, right, is just highlighting what we've been proving, going on about 3 years now, and a little bit over a year on this YouTube channel, of these games being scripted using gematria, right? So for those of you not familiar, gematria is basically a numerical code, right? And what it does is it gives a number value to English letters and words. And that's what we use to determine the winners of these games prior to them being placed, prior to the games starting. Okay? These are the ways that we've been able to take advantage of these games. Okay? So I'm going to summarize exactly what I loved about today's Cleveland Cavaliers game. I'm actually really frustrated that Patreon, decided to lock us out today and didn't allow me, to log in and access my page. Very, very frustrating. But at the end of the day, because we use a third-party platform, we are really at the mercy of that company, right? But we have seen over time a lot of dirty tricks, and a lot of bullshit going on when using this platform. So I just want to, remind you guys, this isn't the first time that this has happened, right? But it was crazy though, because I was able to log in earlier and publish something, but once I tried to go back in, Patreon was giving me a huge issue, and I kept getting a denied access message, which was really, really, just weird and frustrating, right? But let's get into the game. So we love the Cleveland Cavaliers to defeat the New York Knicks today, and thankfully 100% they did do that. The Cleveland Cavaliers were a plus 125, plus 130 underdog. As you guys can see, I'm highlighting the line right now so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. The New York Knicks were about a 2 or 2.5 point favorite going into this game, right? Which created a great price and opportunity for myself to take advantage of these games, right? Now, just to summarize exactly what I loved about this game, it was mainly the number 34. And I'll explain why exactly, right? So, the New York Knicks remained on 34 wins for the season, right? 34, and we constantly speak about numbers and their relationships, right? 34 is the 9th Fibonacci number, right? And we know that has a direct connection to the Cavaliers, because Cavaliers equals 90 in English ordinal, right? But in numerology, 0 has no value. So the number 90 can be looked upon as the number 9. So it kind of made sense for the New York Knicks to remain on 34 wins. The 9th Fibonacci, playing against the Cavaliers, which equals 90, but can be broken down into the number 9. Also, if you use the Cavaliers' nickname, Cavs, it equals 9 in full reduction. Now, we don't normally use the nickname, but I'm saying that just to highlight and support the fact that 34 is the 9th Fibonacci, and the Cavaliers have a connection to the number 9, right? But not only that, the New York Knicks' next opponent that they play is Orlando, right? Orlando equals 34 in the purest cipher. So it made perfect sense for the New York Knicks to remain on 34 wins, going against their next opponent, Orlando, which equals 34. And the game between New York and Orlando is actually on April 3rd, which could be looked, and it's written on the other side of the world as 3/4. In America, you write the date as 4/3, but in the other parts of the world, they write that date as 3/4, like the number 34. So these are the reasons why we love the the Cavaliers to defeat the New York Knicks and keep the New York Knicks on 34 wins for the season. Now, obviously, the decode and the breakdown goes way beyond that. But whenever I do these videos, I like to highlight and pretty much stay specific to one or two numbers. That way, it becomes it's more clear to understand, and for the new people that come across the work, right? They're able to apply it, comprehend, and take the information in on what exactly we're saying, right? We're proving the numerical patterns between not only this game, but the next opponent, as well as the date in which that game is being played on 3/4, like the number 34, against an opponent which equals 34. Now, how ironic is that? All right, and this is the evidence that we're talking about, which becomes more and more, undeniable on how these numerical rituals continue to happen on an everyday basis in these professional sports leagues. Okay, and today's just another example. Not only that, with a great price. And for those of you that just want to see exactly, the evidence, because that's what's that's the riddle itself was 100% solid, but obviously people are always going to doubt the work. People are always going to doubt it. Doubt even the evidence. Even when I show the evidence, people will doubt it as well. So, but anyway, for those of you not familiar, you can go right on over to my community section. I constantly put up not only feedback from the community, but real life testimonials from people in my community that are taking 100% full advantage of exactly what we're doing. So as you guys can see, these are two of the tickets that I placed today. The timestamp is, I'm overseas currently at the moment, so this is the reason why the timestamp is exactly what time it is. See, for me, these games start. Today's game, like the Knicks game, started at I believe 6:05 p.m. where I'm currently at. So these two bets were made at 4:33 p.m. and 4:58 p.m. Right now, what this is a Cleveland Cavaliers money line ticket. Straight up, straight bet, which is, 90% of the time, which is what I like to do, is attack games straight. But because I love the Cleveland Cavaliers money line today so much, I decided to parlay it as well with the Philadelphia 76ers money line. And this specific parlay ticket right here gave me a little bit over 3.1 X return on my money. So that's over 3-to-1 return on my money, as well as the Cleveland Cavaliers money line ticket brought me a return of 1.25 on a straight bet, right? So these are the actual tickets that I placed today. 100% accurate. This is from William Hill, right? And as you guys can see, this is April 2nd. 100% valid and truthful. And, this will stay up on my community section. For those of you that are not aware, I am currently overseas. I decode these games from overseas in a whole nother time zone, right? I do a lot of the work. I stay up late at night watching the games sometimes, paying attention to live in-game opportunities that people may be able to, take advantage of. And, like I said, 100% legit. So, again, I definitely wanted to get on here and just show you guys yet another example of, a real-life underdog being taken advantage of using gematria, and how it continues to be, when it's applied correctly, the greatest tool created to a modern-day sports handicapper. It's proving once, time in and time again, how accurate it can be, how beneficial it can be, and how undeniable it is if you're able to just, interpret and process the information. And not only that, I'm 100% teaching individuals, women and men, on a daily basis how to apply the work themselves, how to decode themselves, how to how to attack these games, multiple different strategies, as well as the outline and the skeletons to be able to do the work for themselves, which is really really priceless, right? My platform is it's available at a very very reasonable price, and I don't just provide the picks. I do provide you the actual know-how on how to decode these games, what to look out for, and I do highlight and promote certain strategies that, when paired up with gematria, just make you an even better and more lethal, handicapper, better, whatever it is you want to call yourselves. But just, it just magnifies and makes you that much more sharper when it comes to betting these games. Okay, the ROI and the profit is insanely unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? We're off to an incredible start to 2022. We closed off 2021 on remarkably profitable. Um, Another amazing NBA season coming to a close. We're in the midst of of just a magical streak right now currently. That's really really insane, and it should be highlighted and promoted, and that's exactly what we're doing. But at the same time, we definitely want to get these underdogs out there because a good percentage of the actual bets and picks that we make are underdogs, which makes it very unique and important, what we're doing, because this is just some of the most undeniable evidence that you can have when you're not picking favorites, but actually picking underdogs at a pretty consistent rate, right? So that's really the highlight of today's video is what I wanted to talk about. Um, Sadly enough, Patreon was giving us a lot of issues today. I'm not familiar with what the issue was exactly yet, but I am definitely used to Patreon kind of messing with us. You know, it's become pretty much the normal. So yeah, but definitely I want to say once again, gematria continues to be the greatest tool. Once again, salute. I want to say welcome to all new and old members. Welcome back. I want to say I appreciate the genuine support that I continue to receive, not just on YouTube but on my Patreon page as well. All the well wishes, the positivity, the feedback, the promotion, the sharing, everything is none of it goes unnoticed, and I definitely am paying attention to who's doing what, and who's putting the work in as far as helping us get the word out there, promoting us, sharing the work, telling friends, all that really really matters, and I'm definitely paying attention to who's doing what. So I just want to say welcome back to you guys. um, on the conclusion of another profitable month of March, and the beginning, hopefully, to another profitable month starting April off the right way. So that's really really important, and definitely want to say salute to you guys. You guys know exactly who you are, and before we get up out of here, I want to say thank you for watching the video. But if you're in here, definitely click that like button. Help us get the workout, help us get the word out. And don't be a bozo your whole life. Be the minority, not the majority, right? So salute. Let's check in with the chat real quick. Ida, thank you for stopping by. Lamonte, I see you. Osu, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna Miss Blackfoot Barber, salute to you. I'm gonna subscribe. I appreciate that. Um, Let's see. Let's see. Great come. Salute to you. Thank you guys for stopping by. I appreciate you. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy the rest of your night. And another important thing is as well, because of exactly what we decided to do today, right? And that is, attack basically the Cleveland Cavaliers money line. That was an early game, right? So once that game was over, it put us in a great position. We're basically driving the car right now, right? While other people are about to sweat out these NCAA March Madness Final Four matchups or the night slate or the night games part of the NBA slate, we are right now kicking our feet up, enjoying the rest of our day, enjoying the profit, counting the ROI, and just relaxing, right? Which is the most important thing. So that's really what we like to do and promote, especially on the weekends. We like to get up. We like to get up there, attack the best games, right? Attack if we can the early games would put us in a position to just kick our feet up and relax and count our money and enjoy the rest of the day right now. You know what I mean? So while other people are about to be stressing these games and paying attention to these March Madness matchups and NBA's night slate games, we're chilling. We got our feet up and we're vibing out. So that's really what's most important. And also, I wanted to highlight, the golden tickets that we had today, obviously with the Cleveland Cavaliers attacking every single ticket, money line, plus 125. So salute, congratulations. Once again, welcome back to the entire community and as well as the new members. And I'll see you guys really soon. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take care.